diagnosed as perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Krosky Merritt trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Get it. Wrap up. Ready, go.
This to McLaurin on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from a yard out. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're putting the big box.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun is Nix. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Here's a give to Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run the toss with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Denver's offense now set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver's offense ready to go again. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards on the play. And the Broncos.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down by Vaughn Miller.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Broncos.
To throw. Here's Nix. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Noah Igbenogany.
Nix from the shotgun.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
That's another Broncos first down.
Back to throw.
Nix. Now he's going to step up and run.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun.
Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he slides to avoid the hit.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the bootleg. Nix. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
5-yard pickup. Brings up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Bo Nix.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21. Broncos 14.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
They'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football again. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.